Hey everyone, I hope you guys have had a great trading week so far. I've been talking about going long on YM all week, and I'll explain my reasonings why in this particular video here. And everything played out as I anticipated this morning. I wasn't sure if it would get to where it wanted to go today, but definitely thought that it would hit it by the end of the week, but we are there already. And what am I referring to? I am referring to, let me jump to the full hour. I'm referring to this weekly fair value gap that you see right here. So, and this all goes back to the course that I took. It's the market maker. It's actually, let me just swing the window over here. It's this guy right here. It's his course, the MMXM trader course. This course is unbelievable. There's only two courses I've ever paid for. In all the time that I've been trading, 2.5 years now, I guess. I ran through all of ICT's concepts on YouTube. I went through the 2022 mentorship. I went through core content, a lot of videos, a lot of hours spent there. And then I found Profitable Loser, or heard about him, I should say. Paid for his course, went through that, very mind-blowing, eye-opening. And the other course that I have paid for and have taken is the MMXM Traders course. Now in there, he talks about time alignment. He talks about internal range liquidity to internal range liquidity. There's all kinds of concepts that he goes over the, excuse me, in there. And that's what I am applying this to. So I'm taking Profitable Losers concepts. I'm taking ICT's concepts. I'm taking market maker buy and sell model concepts and just blending them all together when I trade, and everything is meshing beautifully, entries, take profit areas, things like that. But as far as this concept here, the internal range liquidity to external to external, and that's all it will do, and that's all it does all day and all week long. But that concept, I'm applying that to the high level view on the charts, the 38,000 bird's eye, well, plane's eye view, I guess I should say, view to the charts overall, for overall big picture. I don't mind at all, which is what the Profitable Loser strategy does. Going down, moving to the lower time frames, getting entries there, targeting TPs down in there, smashing it with people in the Discord. I'll do that all day long because it hits every day. But from a bird's eye view, I'm also looking at these concepts to tell me where the market is going. So having said all that, let me go back here. Let me turn my stuff off here. Let me blow it up again, and let's move to the weekly. Many of you guys have probably seen, if you're on X, you've seen people talk about different time frames. Some people will mention, if you look at the monthly, then from there you go to the daily, then you look at the hour, then you look at the 5 minute. Others will say, look at the weekly, then you move to the 4 hour, and then you move to the 15 minute, and then down to the 1. And the market maker course goes through all that and why you look at that and how everything blends and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to give away all the sauce and the gems in that course, but I will just say, after taking that course as well, I feel like I've got 3D glasses on now when I look at the charts, because it almost really will tell you where the market is going to move next. And like I said, you go from external liquidity to internal to external to internal, and that's all the market does all day, all week long. And his course goes over that. There's tons of charts where he points that out. And now that I see it, I can't unsee it. It's just mind-blowing, just like Profitable Loser strategy is. Absolutely mind-blowing. This one's for the higher time frames. I use Profitable Loser for the lower time frames. I see T concepts, here and there, and I just feel like I finally arrived at where I wanted to be, all this time with trading. So anyway, having said that, you look at the weekly here on the Dow here. So you've got this big candle that swept this area of liquidity here. Of course, I'm looking at the futures chart, so it only goes back so far. But if you look, we've taken out external liquidity at this area here. Again, I'm looking at the weekly. So once external liquidity is taken that external range liquidity, the market is going to want to target internal range liquidity. What is internal range liquidity? Again, with his course, again, using ICT's concepts, internal range liquidity is defined as fair value gaps or essentially imbalances in the market. And if you take your charts and if you look on the monthly, weekly, daily, on whatever pair you're looking at, whether it's the Dow, whether it's NQ, whether you look at Euro USD, GBP USD, whatever gold, whatever you want to look at. Gold doesn't really, just forget that. Don't look at gold. Gold operates in its own little world. But look at any other pairs, and you will see this on the charts, all the time. I mean, it's crazy how this operates. So anyway, they got external range liquidity that was taken out, so it is going to want to target internal range liquidity. What is internal range liquidity? You got this massive area right here. So again, when I saw this area swept and it starts to move, I'm like, yeah, we're heading up. We're going to target this area here, and that's exactly what's happened. So let me bounce out real quick. Turn this on. Blow back up. Let's go to the 4-hour, and then you can see how that has played out beautifully here. Let me jump down to the 15. And so I knew it was going to take previous day highs today. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it would get into this area today. Definitely figured it would hit it tomorrow, but it smashed through previous day high today and then went from here. Some of you might be thinking, okay, well, now that we've hit this area, where's it going to target next? Well, you tell me based on what I just told you. So we've hit internal range liquidity. Where's it going to go to after that? If we hit internal, it's going to go to external next. So wait to see what this does. Let me jump back down, or I guess up, I should say, to the 4-hour. And actually, if you look at this, let me shrink the chart down. What would be ideal is you've got this sell curve here. What would really be ideal is if this buy curve came up and came all the way up here and hit previous day highs from April 1st. That would be beautiful. You can see it also aligns, ironically, with the 2.5 area of the standard deviation fib as well. So everything's just kind of playing out like I thought it would. Again, you got your sell curve here, and then you got your buy curve that's happening here. And then again, as you analyze the charts, if you look on the start higher and move down, I look at the monthly, I look at the weekly, I look at the daily, and the 4-hour, and I'm looking to see, based on that and based on the external to internal to external to internal, you can really determine your bias of where the market's going, and then simply trade in that direction. And that's what I've been doing all week long. From the overall big picture time frame, I'm going long, I'm in buys, because I know it's coming up here. I mean, I've seen this played out. I've back tested it. Just like Sam's strategy, the profitable loser strategy, I'm confident enough in that to know where it's going. And it's the same with the market maker sell and buy model. So I knew it was going to head here. It's just a matter of time. So I was doing buys or longs from the overall big picture standpoint, and then from a lower time frame perspective, jumping down in the 5-minute, the 1 minute, I will jump in sells there, no problem, if the entry's there and it looks like it's presenting itself. But otherwise, my bias is going to be long. Let me jump down to the 5-minute real quick. So if we look back to, where we at here? Yeah, if we look back to yesterday, so you had this area here. This was Wednesday. You had it come down, and the market is, or my charts don't show it because we're on. You got everything blown up here, but you had midnight open. I think it was right in here somewhere, and it shows it for the current day, but it doesn't go back. But anyway, so it dropped down below midnight open. Again, I'm targeting and knowing it's going up. So this is where I waited for the dip, got in, and then yesterday was one of my best days. And I just stayed this guy all day long. Again, here, knowing my target is above me, it also plays in line with profitable loser strategy as far as his target area. We got it coming down. It takes another dip. And then let me just blow this up a little bit more so you guys can see it. And once it came down here, went up, and then these candles kind of stayed in here. That's when I said, yeah, we're not coming down again. We're going to shoot up. I got in at this point, and even though it was so close to 930, I don't usually do that. Hardly ever do that. But again, I'm confident enough, like I am in Sam's strategy, to know the market maker model strategy that we're going up, and I got in, and I stayed in all through this. So profitable loser strategy, you would have hit your target right in here, got out, and I did hit my target, but I continued to stay in. And like I said, I had a feeling it was going to take previous day highs. Didn't know if we would get up this high, but you know, here we are, and it played out beautifully. So like I said, if you guys have a chance to check this out, just one more time, giving this one a plug, check out this course. I just feel like I'm a sponge. I just want to constantly learn. None of us have ever none of us are going to master trading. And if there's any other concepts that I can learn to help me be more proficient, to be more profitable, to minimize the losses, to minimize, or I guess maximize the entries without taking losses, then that's the way to go. I will say, after taking this course also, the Market Maker Model course, the losses that I was having, those have been decreased as well. Because again, when you know where the market's going, you don't trade in the opposite direction. You're just kind of asking to get burned at that point. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you guys. I hope it makes sense now what I was saying as far as being on Twitter and those in the Discord. If anybody in the Discord follows me on X, this will make sense as well. But again, it's all external range liquidity to internal range liquidity, and back and forth and back and forth, and that's what the market does. And being able to see this now, I'm excited. It's mind-blowing for me, and like I said, it's helped change the way I trade as well also. So anyway, hope this video helps you guys out. Jump it back to the 4 hours so I can see my chaos here. I gotta clean this up, good golly. Anyway, so I hope this helps you out. Check out that course, and if you got any questions, shoot me a question on X. Don't really like to get into a bunch of comments on YouTube. Like I said, if you got something you want to ask me or whatever, then hit me up on X, send me a message there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, we'll just see. I'm pretty much done for the day today because we've got red folder news at 1, and I think this thing's just going to fizzle out right now until then. Market's waiting to see what's going to happen. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope this helps you out, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, you guys have a good one.